Okay, now we got a message from Elena Baeshko. It's a long message, so I'm just gonna sort of like go through it very quickly. She's a graphic designer since 2006 and has been studying 3D since 2017 to integrate it into the workflow. Nice. Okay, cool. So Elena here tells us that she's been a graphic designer for a long time, and now she's transitioning into a 3D artist, and she wants to be a prop 3D artist for a studio. First thing that I see, Elena, you have 3 artworks. That's a good number to start, but we definitely need at least 2 more. And especially, we need complex artworks. What do I mean by this? This hand, beautiful. We're gonna see that in just a second. This one, it's a little bit on the simple side of things, okay? It's not bad. Like, I could definitely see this in a game, like in Fallout or something. Nice detail there with the stickers. It's good. It's a good model, but it's a simple model. So whenever you're doing simple models, the best advice I have for you is to try to integrate them with more simple models. And a lot of simple models make a complex scene. So for instance, if you have this, make a book, make a lamp, make, I don't know, like a can of soup, make a couple of like a fork and a spoon, and boom, you have a little desk where someone was having a breakfast or a meal, right? So if you combine all of those simple elements with this same level of quality, though, you need to make sure that you match this level of quality, you're gonna have something that's a little bit more appealing than just, in this case, a simple clock. Now, one thing that's important on this kind of assets is to show us or tell us how many UDIMs or how many textures you use, and also to see the wireframe. I know it's a simple model, but for instance, I can see that we have a couple of booleans here, 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 here. So it would be great to see how you tackle those elements on your 3D model, okay? So that one's for that, but then let's go to the hand. That hand was looking really good. This is really good. Really nice. I love this. Awesome. You should rig it. I have an old video, it's on the old channel, so you might want to check it out, on how to rig a hand. It kind of looks like oh, there you go, you did rig it? I'm not sure. It's of course on the heavy side of things, so this is more for like cinematic stuff. But this one's really, really good. I like it. Again, if you could rig it and animate it, oof, they'll give you so many more points. But it's very eye-catching, it's very clean, like the render is very clean, the colors, the light, the exposure. This is good. This is really good, really good. Yeah, and it's not that easy, Davis. Like, to rig a hand like this, especially because it's hard surface, there's not going to be any deformation. You could even rig it with just groups. Like, you don't even need bones. But bones are probably going to give you more control. But yeah, Elena, here's a very cool thing that you can do. Try and go to the Discord. Go to the Whips channel or to the main chat and just ask, hey, is anyone here a rigger? And if you find a rigger, do a collaboration. And then you go and it's like, hey, is anyone here an animator? And do a collaboration. And then you're going to have a very nice little video of the hand moving and just like, you know, dancing around or whatever. And that makes not only your portfolio stronger, but all of the people who collaborated will have a stronger piece. Yeah, no, don't worry, Lena. Again, you don't need to rig it yourself. If you find someone who knows how to rig, you can collaborate with them and then showcase. What was his name? I don't remember his name. Let me see if I can find him. Alex Martin. Is this one? I think so. So this was yes. So this was a peer of mine when I was at Noman, and he won Best of Charm with this piece right here for environment. And he did this with another peer of mine. His name was Nitesh Nagda, and both of them work on this one. So if you take a look at this piece right here, it's been one of my favorite pieces ever since they did them. It's amazing. It's so good. It has so many things. The texture work is amazing. The vehicles look very nice. So they did a great job doing this. It took them a long time though. I think it was like probably like at least 3 months, probably like 6 months of work, because I remember they did some of these models for some of the classes, and then they did this piece for their portfolio project. But the fact that they collaborated and were able to create this really fantastic piece is what elevates the piece. And people don't really care when they see a piece. They don't really care if you did everything. They just care about how good the piece is. Once they find that piece, now they can say, hey, who did the modeling, who did the texturing, who did the rigging, who did the light, and they're gonna go to the specific artist that did it. But at least you fulfill the main objective of a piece, which is to catch the attention of people watching your portfolio. And then this one right here, really good. I like it. I don't love the environment. I think it's a little bit on the simple side of things. I'm not sure it can look Unreal Engine. Okay, so if you did Unreal, I would recommend you take a look at landscapes. See if you can like mix a little bit more stuff here with the snow, because it looks very plain, and the grass also looks very plain. I'm not sure if you did add the alpha channel to the grass, because it looks very chunky. You might also want to play with some of the post effects instead of Unreal to get, you know, a little bit more of a cinematic view to the whole thing. But it's a good one. It's a good one. Again, wireframes. We need to... Oh, wait a second. You use nanite? Interesting. You don't really need to use nanite for this sort of like elements. At least not for something that's a simple nanite. It's usually used for something that has a very crazy silhouette. So you don't really need nanite for this asset right here. Okay, there we go. Some wireframes. Okay, now I understand why you use nanite. So this is not game optimized, okay? Nanite, guys, oh, I have my opinion about nanite, and we use nanite on the new course, but nanite has been sort of like a double-edged sword, because yes, it allows you to do some very cool stuff, but I've also seen a lot of portfolios where people don't care about, again, topology and efficiency, and they just say, oh, I'm just gonna do nanite. Yeah, but what if the project is for VR? There's no nanite in VR. What if the project is for mobile? There's no nanite in mobile. What if the project is done in Unity or Godot or any other like in-house engine where there's no nanite? Right? Like, that's the problem to using a specific tool that's only available for a specific type of project. So be careful there. Okay, do we have any more questions? I mean, I've seen it used in some games, Davis, so it's not that it's bad for games, it's just that I think it's overused. And people, a lot of students especially, are using it as an excuse not to learn the other part of the game, like pipeline, which is, of course, optimization. Nanite is great if your CPU has absolutely nothing to do with it, but it's inherently CPU. Yeah, it's a very performance-heavy process.